supporters were arrested after incidents at the ground, which included a pitch invasion before the match, which held up the kick-off for 15 minutes. Extra police were drafted in, but fans spilled over the walls again at the end. The club already has a suspended £30,000 fine hanging over it. Swansea went through to the Autoglass Trophy Final with a 3-2 aggregate.
The game. This was the moment when Swansea made it through to Wembley for the very first time. Beaten 1-0 on the night, but well worth their place in the Autoglass Trophy Final after their 3-1 win at the Vetch in the first leg. Wycombe had caused the Swans a few problems early on, Roger Freeston saving here from Tony Hemmings. But in spite of taking that 2-goal advantage into the game, Swansea didn't go to Adams Park just to defend.
Well, we had to come here and try and be positive. I mean, that was... you've got to try and forget about the 3-1 league. I mean, we don't... our style of play is we're better going forward than defending. And we tried to take the game to them. They done very well. They stopped us doing that. They used the wind and they stopped us doing that. And I thought they were the better side the first half.
And indeed, the third division side did go ahead before the interval. Hemmings the scorer after Freeston had saved well from Steve Guppy. So, for a while, things weren't looking too promising.
To be fair to Wycombe, they performed very, very well on the night. But our lads, you know, it was a pleasure captaining them tonight. The second half especially, that attitude was fantastic.
That saw the likes of Matthew Rush set up several chances, Jason Bowen going close here as Swansea began to take control.
Turned round and I thought we were the better side the second half, and I think possibly we had the better chances to score.
In fact, they could have scored several times, denied by Paul Hyde in the Wycombe goal. Colin Pascoe went close again here, but in the end it didn't matter. Swansea's players were on their way to Wembley, and so were their families.
I promised my little girl Jessica that I'd take her to the Twin Towers this year, so she'll be there.
And so, of course, will manager Frank Burrows, returning to the scene of his greatest triumph in his playing days with Swindon.
It's actually 25 years ago this week that I played at Wembley and beat Arsenal. So I hope I'm not 75 before I get back there. I was 25 when we beat Arsenal, I'm 50 now, and I don't want to be 75 when I get back there.
In the meantime, just a month to wait before the manager, who walked off a winner at Wycombe, leads Swansea out at Wembley.
Invasion and delayed kick-off, which with a £30,000 fine hanging over the club could prove expensive. But then, the ecstasy. Defeat on the night, but victory overall. Wembley, here we come.
Boys played really well last night, especially the second half. They came at us a bit the first half, which we expected. Had the wind at their back. And they probably dominated most of the first half, but I thought we dominated the second half. Could have sneaked another goal towards the end. Colin Pascoe had a good chance. But delighted with the result and delighted to be at Wembley.
And suddenly, Wembley tickets are very much in demand.
Yes, it'll be £13 to £32. Yeah, 30,000 we're expecting, from the club shop. Okay.
Swansea, it seems, is about to get a severe case of cup fever.
I'd like to think we'd take sort of 15, 20,000. If you go by reactions on the telephone this morning, they've been red hot. Who knows? I mean, you know, it's a good day out. It's a good day for the city, and I think a lot of people will go to Wembley that have never been to the Vetch Field.
And for the players, the prospect of swapping the Vetch for Wembley's Twin Towers. Exciting times, though they're trying not to go overboard.
There was a couple of bottles of champagne on the bus, but nothing over the top. We were back, come back to the club, got about at 2 o'clock. Everyone was in bed, back home by about 2:30.
I've never been to Wembley at all, not even as a spectator. I'm delighted. All the family's going to come down from Scotland and that, so we'll make it a good day out.
So it's all roads leading to Wembley on April the 24th.